students who is in Mrs. Snyder's class and Mrs. Miller's reading class. And this all started with a 4th grade essay assignment that was done. Everyone in Mrs. Miller's reading class in 4th grade, please stand up. Okay, all of these students submitted an essay to the Smart 529 program entitled What I Want to Be When I Grow Up. Brynne, you can come join me up here. Brynne wrote an essay about what I want to be when I grow up, and she's going to read it to you in just a minute, but I don't want to get out of sync with what we need to do with Mr. Shockey. Mr. Shockey is coming to us today from the State Treasurer's office. He's filling in for Mr. John Perdue, who was unable to make it. We just found out. So he's filling in, and he has a whole presentation to do. Mr. Shockey, would you like her to read her essay first, or do you want to go first? Okay. So before we do that, though, one thing I would like to do, because this is a very important and special occasion, is we're going to say the pledge. Okay, so everyone please stand up. Brynne, can you lead us in the pledge? Ready? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Brynne actually is winning $500, and our school's also receiving $500 today. And it's all from this essay that she wrote. Her money is being deposited into her Smart 529 account, which is a college savings account. How many of you here are going to go to college? Excellent. Okay? I know you're only in 3rd and 4th grade, okay? But now's the time that we start thinking about those things, and some of your parents have already started saving for it, okay? So Brynne, I'm going to turn this over to you, okay?
When I grow up, I want to be an architect because I think it would be an amazing job. As an architect, I would be able to design and build buildings. I think it would be a creative job because I am a creative person. I will have to take many classes in English, art, and math in high school and then go to college. I hope to go to West Virginia University. If I become an architect, I would like to build monuments all over the world. Being an architect would be my dream job.
Very good.
Wow, we're ready here. My name is Vic Shockey, and I'm the local agent for the West Virginia State Treasurer's office. Now, my boss is the State Treasurer of West Virginia. He was supposed to be here today, and he wanted to in the world's worst way, but he had a family emergency come up last week, and it wouldn't let him be here today, so he sent me instead. But he had some encouraging words for your school. He knows where you are, and he wants to come back and see you at some other time. So maybe later in the future, maybe even next school year, we can get him here and he can come back and talk to you. And you see that basketball rim up there? Yeah. The fellow I'm talking about is 6'6½". He can dunk a basketball with that rim up there. How would you guys like to see him come back and do that? Wearing a suit like that? All right. The reason we're here today, and let me bore you guys just a couple seconds and tell the adults the reason we're here today. You're going to hear a term, hopefully for a very long time, called the Smart 529 College Savings Plan. Has anybody ever heard that before? Smart 529? Basically what it is it's a program our state treasurer has set up that helps each one of you, helps your parents can put money into an account, and then it will, what they call invest money, and it makes more money. And then by the time you're ready to go to college, then there's a whole lot of money there, and then you can go to college, okay? So the Smart 529, how many of you know what a $100 bill looks like? Anybody ever seen a $1 million bill? Smart 529 College Savings Plan has $2 billion in the program right now, okay? So it's growing at an incredible rate. The 4th graders, was it Miss Miller? Was that the teacher? Mm-hmm. Can I have Miss Miller's people stand up? Everybody that put in an essay. Everybody that sent an essay in.
Mrs. Miller's fourth grade reading.
Everybody that did a When I Grow Up essay contest. If I can we give a round of applause to each one of you guys? These people that are standing up, Brynne is our ultimate winner. She won on a state level against other kids throughout the entire state. But each one of you guys are winners. You know why? Because you're already thinking about the future. And you can guarantee when I was 10 years old, I wasn't. I was worried about recess. I was worried about getting home. You guys are already planning for your future. Each one of you wrote an essay that says, what do I want to be when I grow up? Let me instill something in you. Don't be afraid to dream. See the fellow in the green shirt? That's my son. And when he was your age, he came to me and said, Dad, I want to be an actor. An actor like on television and on theater and things like that. And he planned it. He went through it. He did what he had to do. You know where he's at right now? He's in Philadelphia. He's in college to be an actor. So it can happen. Do not be afraid to dream. First of all, dream. Here's another thing. Anybody got an idea? West Virginia University. Who knows the Mountaineers? Let's go Mountaineers, right? Okay. How much do you think it costs to go to West Virginia University just for 1 year? Okay. I think it's $5, $100, $1,000. It's $25,000 for 1 year. Your 4-year college education will cost $100,000. Anybody here have $100,000 they can write out a check to go to college with? Let me tell you what our state treasurer did. When he was a boy, now this is I'm not kidding you when I tell you this. He was from a town that was smaller than what your Fort Ashby is. Can you believe that? Smaller. Much poorer. It's a place called Dog Fork Hollow. Isn't that funny? How would you like to live in a place called Dog Fork Hollow? And they were really, really, really poor. And if you're born in Dog Fork Hollow at that time, you basically had to stay in Dog Fork Hollow. There was no way to get out. Treasurer Perdue was a little bit different. And what he did was he dreamed and he said, I want to be a little bit something different. And he realized the only way he could do it was with a college education. So, you know what he did? His parents didn't have any money to send him to college. None. He said, I'm not going to let that stop me. I'll do it myself. His parents had a little bit of land and they let him have a little garden. And when he was your all's age, 10 and 11 and 12 years old, he would plant fruits and vegetables in his garden. And then in the summer and fall, he would go out on the road by his house, and he'd set up a little fruit stand. And he would sell his fruits and vegetables. Every penny, every quarter he got, he would take home and stick it in a sock in his drawer. And believe it or not, this is when college wasn't $25,000, much cheaper. But believe it or not, when he went to college, he paid for his own education out of his sock drawer. Okay? So, you got a responsibility here. And everybody knows what the word responsibility means? You dream it, but then you have to work for it. Okay? So that's the big thing the treasurer wants you to do is he has a place he can put your money to make more money to make it so you can go to college. Okay? The reason we're here today is because of Miss Brynne. Miss Brynne competed, each of you did, in what was called the 7th Annual West Virginia Smart 529 When I Grow Up Essay Contest. And we just completed it. And all of your entries were so good that they had to take extra time to read over them again and again and again. And it was so hard to make a decision. But when they got it all done, Brynne's entry came right to the top of the stack. Brynne is kind of like a little celebrity here because she didn't win for the school. She won for the entire region, the whole area around you. Brynne won an award. Now, Brynne is in September 18th. She's going to get to go to Charleston, and she's going to get to meet the treasurer along with the other winners. Now, Brynne, her $500 that your principal was telling you that she gets to put into her account, she gets to be entered into a drawing with the other 15 kids. They're going to draw one out. Her $500 could turn into $5,000. So every time you see Brynne in school, you wish her luck for that September 18th. She needs all the luck she can get to try to bring this money back home. Okay? Now, something else the program did is Treasurer Perdue looked, and your teachers sitting around here, and your administration, your principal, your secretary, everyone works so hard Treasurer Perdue realizes, he said, there is no way we can roll this out to all these kids if it wouldn't be for the schools. So what he did was he set up a program and said, from now on, when the student wins, that student's school's going to win too, because there's an awful lot of people that helped you guys write your letters. So Brynne not only won $500 for her, she won a check that I'm going to give today to your principal for $500 for your school. Okay? So with that, what I'd like to do is, Brynne, the treasurer, he was really, really upset this morning when he called me. He actually called me personally. And he said, you know, I got a couple things I wanted to present to her. Besides getting to go on the 18th, he had a couple things he wanted to give to you. And he said, I'm extremely upset. I can't be there, but here's what I want you to do. He said, I want you to write this down. He made me take a pen and pencil out and write this down. This message he wanted me to read to Brynne. The treasurer says, Brynne, I am sorry I could not be there to see you today. I have personally read your essay and applaud you on your dream to become an architect. If you continue to work hard in school and save for your college education, I have no doubt you will make your dream come true. Congratulations to you and your school for your winning essay. I look forward to meeting you face to face in Charleston in September. Until then, best wishes, West Virginia State Treasurer John D. Perdue. Okay? He sent in a couple little things for you, Brynne. First thing we want to give Brynne, check this out. This looks official. Brynne gets a certificate for winning. Okay? And the certificate says, Certificate of Recognition presented to Brynne Hartung, Regional Winner 2014 When I Grow Up Essay Contest. Presented by John D. Perdue, West Virginia State Treasurer. I think they want to take a picture of us here. You smile real big, okay? Then all the attention will go to you. Okay? All right, and then also as a special, this is something that he told me. He said, I really, really feel bad that I didn't get to see Brynne. He sent in a collection, and I'm going to be honest with you, I've worked 15 years, they never gave me anything, okay? This is, you guys ever seen the quarters that has the states on them? This is one of the original ones for the state of West Virginia. It is one of a set. It's number 35 of 50. There's only 50 of these made. And he wanted to present this to Brynne as well. Okay? Brynne, on behalf of the treasurer, I want to give you your coin set. Okay? Take these two.